She must have clawed at the stone walls trying to climb out. When I examined her fingers, they were clearly bloodied and red.
Oh, stop.
Really? Ew.
Yo, welcome back and welcome in, friends, homies. It's your girl, Yogi, and we're back today with the Apothecary Diaries, episode 9. Yeah, episode 9. In the last episode, we had a suicide, murder, questionable occurrence. And basically, the lady in the brothel was trying to kill the one guy, and it didn't happen. Just to sum things up. They all survived. Mao came to conclusions. But then, at the end, is when we got the real story. I'm just kidding. We got to see jealous Jinshi and just, like, misunderstanding of the sentry. And oh my god, my heart. I literally need more of them in my life.
Yes, I bestowed a night of blissful dreams on him.
A whole night?
Mm-hmm. He seemed quite satisfied with the arrangement. I worked hard, so I'm pleased with myself.
It's so good. It's so cute. It's so... Word choice. Mao. My cheeks hurt. They hurt so bad. From the laughing and the smiling and the oh my god. I assume in this episode we will be going back to who left those fingerprints on that bowl, who's behind the poisoning, who has the burn on their arm maybe. I don't know. I think we're gonna go back to that though. I just like I need answers. So we're gonna get right into this episode. If you guys are enjoying the reactions, as always, please subscribe, drop a like, leave a comment, and let's go.
That man can't be trusted.
Sure, but it'd only create far more issues.
More poison.
More drinks.
More
Keep
drinks.
The booze coming.
Talk about a fall from grace.
Who's that? What was that? And who's delivering it? Those were like cotton balls. What was that?
How much longer are you going to sulk?
I'm not sulking.
He's sulking!
He doesn't understand. The Jinshi I know would never give in to such childish behavior.
We need to find out his rank.
These need your attention.
She's no toy. She's his apothecary.
Who was beside herself with laughter.
You mean they weren't?
As payment for her guarantor, Lee Haku was introduced to a star courtesan who knows what image the master had in his mind.
I almost wish he still didn't know. Then why is he sulking?
And left to meet with her. Only to find she had left for home with another man.
Okay, I'm so confused. Thought that was her giving him the details.
In turn, my master's workload continues to grow because of it. Truly a pity.
So he still has the wrong idea.
Master Jinshi!
It's
Someone's
already
dead!
after hours. Can't this wait?
No, I mean, it's not about work. Please, sir.
Is it the drunk guy?
Apparently, some big shot bit the dust. Maybe it sounds callous, but I find it hard to feel anything for a person I've never met nor heard of.
Who is the guy that served?
If that was but the end of it, he wouldn't ask for the head lady in waiting to leave the room.
Be honest. Do you think the alcohol's what really killed him?
Nope.
I knew he'd ask. Overindulging can result in damage to the organs, and excessive amounts in one sitting can possibly lead to death.
It was a party for a group of peers. I heard he had several jars worth.
That certainly would do it. Konan was the name of the man who died. A dynamic warrior who could down entire jars of alcohol. He was also well liked.
Gao Xuan,
Yes.
this is the same drink served at the party.
But is it this?
As for the jar Sir Conan drank from, unfortunately it was dropped on the floor and the
That's what I was
contents
gonna
were
ask.
lost.
Okay.
So, if it did contain poison, we'd have no way of knowing.
It is as you say.
I prefer dealing with his usually shiny self. And then again, for
He's
a while
sulking.
now, Master Jinshi has been behaving more like a child.
Is this our first time having alcohol?
What's wrong?
It certainly has a distinct taste.
I know. It's sweet, right? That's how Master Conan liked it. In terms of his diet, if he was presented with the finest smoked meats and rock salts, he wouldn't lay a finger on them. Every meal he took eventually became more like dessert.
That'll give you diabetes.
Do not spoil my nostalgia with reality.
She's gonna get drunk.
Were there any salty foods served at the party?
Yes, there was rock salt, mooncakes, and dried meat.
No, it looked like cotton balls that they put in the thing.
Can you get the jar that Master Conan was drinking from?
As I've already mentioned, it's been shattered.
She doesn't need the liquid, she needs the container.
Oh yeah, right. There's one thing I want you to look into.
More alcohol. No, just kidding. I'm not a bad influence.
Master Conan didn't seem to mind. You mentioned he developed a sweet tooth out of the blue, and from then on would only eat sugary foods.
Yes,
Funny, because the jar contained so much salt.
he died from
Just
this?
from salt?
That part's not surprising.
Oh, those weren't cotton balls, those were just salt.
The man still should have been able to tell if the flavor was off.
Sadly,
Not if
he
you're drunk
wasn't
enough.
able. Please take a look at this. It's a report listing the details of Master Conan's lifestyle. By all accounts, Conan was a serious and skilled bureaucrat, with a personality that could only be described as stoic. But many years ago, he lost both his wife and child to an epidemic,
Oh, stop.
sweets and drinking. There's an illness that eliminates sense of taste. It's brought on by an unbalanced diet or stress. Sometimes people repress their feelings.
Who was responsible for putting the salt in the bottle?
However much I want to help you solve this, it's not for me to say. Although, I can tell you there was also salt in the drink I had yesterday. Alternatively, certain people might resent a coworker who's too serious.
I have no idea who it was, but the person that served it was definitely the guy, right?
If Master Conan continued drinking without issue, perhaps they kept adding more, hoping he would notice.
Gaoshun.
Yes?
So did they not actually plan on...
I've practically named the culprit at this point, given the number of hints I dropped. Then again, I don't want to be directly responsible for someone getting punished either. He's in mourning. Was Master Conan really a great man?
Indeed. He had helped me when I was young.
I guess he is human after all.
And he has his bits and pieces. And he's sulking.
Your prize.
A bottle?
Sorry, it's not the same kind as yesterday.
Then it's booze?
Don't drink it in public.
Yes! Thank you so much!
Go have a glass with her. What?
I'm not kissing your feet. If we're done here, maybe you should get back to your usual work.
The things I wanted to
I
say.
bet he's slacking off. Better be careful or it might start piling up.
I take my work quite seriously.
What sort of work?
Well, for instance, there is this particular bill.
Don't pass that bill.
We'll see. It's not something I can decide on my own.
Master Jinshi!
These two are gonna... Man, right into another... Wow, it just does not stop, does it?
This way! Oh, I can't look!
Luckily for us, it's winter. She's still in good shape despite being a drowning.
And say that, oh my god. Luckily it's winter.
It's just a shame this is who they have in charge of autopsies.
Would you mind if I left this to you, little lady?
Afraid not. I've been ordered never to touch a deceased person.
There's some things even you won't do then.
Master Jinshi!
I figured you'd show up eventually.
I don't know if it's who I think it is.
So what's preventing you from touching corpses?
My teacher forbade me from ever doing so.
Some aversion to death?
Not that. It's because humans can become medicinal ingredients.
Given your natural curiosity, once you try it, soon you'll be digging up entire graveyards. You mustn't cross that line. Ever.
It is my duty.
That's crazy.
Eek indeed.
She's like upset. She's like,
It must have been cold, lying in that water.
The victim was a servant girl. By all reports, she seemed normal yesterday. And according to the guard, she must have climbed the wall last night and thrown herself in. There were no signs she was forced into the moat.
When you look at the wall, there were no ladders or other climbing tools used.
couldn't have gotten up there.
The rear palace perimeter is at least 4 times my height. Theoretically, being able to scale the wall barehanded is out of the question. Do you remember the affair a while back with the dancing ghost?
Yes.
Concubine Fuyo?
Oh yeah, how'd she get up there?
So I decided to do a thorough investigation. That's when I discovered protrusions I can only assume were used by the
steps.
builders.
All the way
That
up?
being said, it would still be difficult for most women. As you know, our custom considers small feet beautiful. The practice isn't performed on all women. However, I do occasionally see the distinct walking style in the rear palace. Though based on the evidence, it's safe to assume she was alive when she fell in the moat. She must have clawed at the stone walls trying to climb out. When I examined her fingers, they were clearly bloodied and red.
Oh, stop!
Taking my own life, I wouldn't be able to test any more drugs or poisons. But if I were to die, the sort of poison I would choose for my death.
Oh my god.
No, of course not. But nobody knows when
Please
they
don't
will come.
foreshadow.
It is not something I want. We wander through life, never knowing when it's our time. That's fate. There's no way of resisting it.
Final destination. So much has been happening. Even outside of the palace. She's seen and oh my god.
If you're tasked with executing me, could you make sure it is with poison?
Where'd that come from?
If I did make a mistake worthy of such punishment, I assume it would probably fall on you to give the order.
Oh my god, stop. He would not be able to. No.
Was I too out of line just now? Forgive me. It's not my place to ask. I won't complain even if it's by hanging or beheading.
Stop.
My life is easily taken away over the slightest error.
I would never do that.
It's not about would or would not. It's more can or cannot. Well, if there is nothing further, I will take my leave.
Oh my god.
Sometime later, I heard a rumor going around. How the dead servant was at the garden party where the poisoning took place.
I'm pleased to inform you the report you requested is ready.
I recall asking you to find someone with burns on their arms nearly 2 months ago. It took you long enough.
Did they finally find someone?
The culprit is Fong Ming.
Oh, it was a lady.
You are free to go.
Oh, I thought it was a man. I don't know why I assumed.
Concubine Atuo.
Why they gotta play mind games with me? Alrighty, well, with the mysteries and the poisons and this and that, they've kept such a lighthearted vibe this whole, like, all leading up to this, even with the circumstances. But I feel like this episode, maybe it's because we came right in from the last episode and the attempted murder / suicide sort of, you know, and then the little girl trying to kill him even afterwards because he didn't die. And then we came into this one and we got a death right away from poison in the drink. We got his sad background story of him losing his wife and child, and that's why he was drinking and eating sweets and this, that, and the other thing. And then we get not just one, we get 2 deaths this episode. And one was like, not even sure if it was a suicide or murder. And it was written off as a suicide, but she was clawing at the wall and just it wasn't very lighthearted this episode. Like I was laughing because he was like moping and being all, yeah, from the incident of Mao Mao going home. But like this episode just kind of really showed the dark that's in this palace and just around in general, and just not being able to trust anyone or know anything that's happening. I'm just, it really brings the light to all the bad that's happening. And I'm like realizing more and more that this is what this anime is about, even though I'm over here like, oh, the love and the cute and the their interactions. It's like they're bringing wow, it's a lot to wrap your mind around if you're not into certain things like death and murder and suicide and poison. And I'm happy that, I mean, they still kind of toned it down. That we had the whole alcohol and the teasing, and they went all chibi on us, and it was super cute and lighthearted. But him mourning, and then we get the end, and we get Mao Mao asking if it's ever like needed, if she ends up having to be executed, to hopefully use, or she literally asked him to use poison if it came down to it. And like, oh my god, and the music was so sad, and the moment was sad, and then we had all the flashes of everything that's happened so far, and I think that's what really like brought it full circle, was just like, oh my god, I've been laughing this whole time and having a good time, but like if you look back and you think about all of what's happened so far, there's so many sad events that have taken place in this anime in the first 9 episodes. She's dealt with a lot, and she's been trying to figure out these murders and not throw anyone under the bus at the same time, and not have her own head on the chopping block. I'm just like starting to feel bad for Mao Mao more than I was in like at all. The whole scene with her considering possibly facing death, it was red, it was just the color, like everything was, it was just a moment. I'm taken back. I don't know how to feel. And of course Jinshi's like, I would never. But like she said, I mean, we don't know his status, but when it comes down to it, will he have a choice in the matter? Like, and she knows that. We know that. I don't like that. This episode, I was like, I'm gonna watch one more because now I'm like, there's so much going on, and now we know the burn victim. I thought the person wrapping their burn was a man. It's a woman. It's the head lady for that. I don't know which concubine it is, but this concubine that they're referring to literally looks just like Jinshi. She was at the garden party, and I was like, whoa. What's their mom? Can't really tell ages though. I want to say mom. Sister? I'm probably gonna go with mom, but maybe that's weird. But that would make him like next in line for emperor. I don't know. We're gonna find out, but I don't know. There's just so much going on. I'm the kind of person that just wants to stay lighthearted, but now that I'm thinking about everything so much, just from that end scene, I just deep breaths. I don't know. I'm let this one wrap around my brain a little bit more. Let me know how you guys felt in the comments. What is your guys' take on everything that's happened? How Mama's feeling? Like, what are we thinking right now? Let me know your thoughts. If you guys are enjoying the reactions, please drop a like, subscribe, leave a comment, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Y'all are amazing. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!